Well, there's a number of great initiatives going on now, many of which I can't talk about, of course, because they're top secret. I say that somewhat tongue-in-cheek, but there are some great things going right now. There's about 5 key initiatives, none of which I can talk about yet, but you'll be hearing more over the next few months, some very soon. We have a crackerjack, great economic development staff led by Bob Trezise. I don't have to tell you, a phenomenal group of professionals, and we're working every day on both retention and attraction. You know, what we call economic gardening and economic hunting. We start with the great firms that we have right here in Lansing. One of our biggest successes, as you know, right on the riverfront is the Accident Fund. They were in Lansing, and now they built on the riverfront, renovating the old Board of Water and Light Ottawa Power Station. It's one of our greatest successes. Millions, hundreds of millions of dollars invested, about $200 million on the riverfront. That is really transforming the riverfront. We even have a boat operation, I think it's called the Grand Fish, now doing cruises on the Grand River so that you can see all of the development and the beauty of the Grand River in downtown Lansing. But great things are happening. Of course, our new city market is thriving. Occupancy is up. I was just over at the Hills Cheese talking to the cheese guy, Glenn Hill, who's been there some 50 years with his family. Unbelievable selection of just delicious cheese. If you like cheese, you got to go to the city market and Hills Cheese. But there's a number of tremendous vendors in there. Whether you're looking for fresh fruit, the freshest Michigan-grown, homegrown, if you want organic fruit, or I think organic chicken, organic eggs. This is a big movement now. You can get them right at the Lansing City Market that now is open on the weekend. So there's some amazing things happening. Our downtown, of course, is thriving. If you haven't been to Lansing, downtown Lansing lately, you haven't been to downtown Lansing at all. We are alive after 5. There are some tremendous things happening. I ran into a guy the other day. He said, yeah, you know, Lansing, he said, there's just not enough going on at night. I said, what? Excuse me. I said, and when was the last time you were in downtown Lansing? He said, well, it's been 4 years or so. Exactly. If you haven't been to downtown Lansing lately, you just don't know. We are alive after 5. There's a lot of great things happening, a lot of festivals happening. Of course, downtown and in Old Town, this is the season of festivals. So if you're looking for a fun time, we had the Taste of Lansing the other night. Mindy and her crew just do a phenomenal job at Downtown Lansing, Inc. And there's tremendous festivals, you know, in a great setting and a family-friendly, safe environment in downtown Lansing. Well, look, we need new ideas. We need people with an open mind. We need people, good people in government. And of course, we need the business community. We need everybody to be involved. We need citizens to be involved in their government. Just look at the voter turnout. You know, I'm grateful to have had over 60% support by voters in the last election. But gosh, I sure wish there were more people actually participating and voting. Our turnout rates are really poor. We're not unique in that. You know, it's just people aren't exercising their democratic rights in cities all across the country. That's a shame to have, you know, fewer and fewer people involved in this important decision making. So we need the business community's input. You know, it used to be in years past, we had some business people right on the city council. Now we don't have that so much. So we would definitely benefit. I feel city government benefits when we have business perspective, you know, homeowners perspective, you know, regular residents, environmental perspective. We need all of that breadth of experience that's out there in our community, and a lot of times that's lacking. So, you know, we want to hear from labor. We have the labor perspective, both on council and in regular communication. Of course, we need to be in great contact with the business community. We have a great relationship, my administration, I'm proud to say, with the Chamber of Commerce, both as a group and individual businesses. But that's something that we're always looking to grow. We're trying to grow jobs. Let's face it, the bottom line, when you're in city government, no matter what is your specialty area, if your main concern is parks or streets, roads, police, you name it, it comes back to tax base. If we don't have the tax base, if we're not growing jobs and growing business, we're going to have a heck of a time trying to provide those vital services. Whatever is your favorite vital service. I have sometimes council people say, well, I really only, this is my main thing. All right, well, you better care about business and jobs. Because if we're not growing business, we're not going to be able to take care of parks and recreation. We're not going to be able to have those partnerships with the schools. We're not going to be able, if you can't keep your neighborhood safe, if you can't keep your streets and your infrastructure. So it all comes together. We want a great relationship with our business community. It's crucial. And the more they know us and the more we know them, the better we're going to be as a community.